Assalamu alaikum. Hey you guys, welcome to Miriam Poppins. I'm Amina and thanks for being here. You're probably wondering what happened to the Fajr challenge video. Well, I'm a little torn between taking a picture and time stamping it with the date and time or doing a video. I much rather prefer to take a picture and timestamp it, but I'm not sure yet how to do a timestamp. Videos at 3 o'clock in the morning are a tad bit difficult because we have two fans on and they're loud, and it doesn't do well when you're doing your video. You really can't hear too much of what I'm saying, or it sounds like a bunch of noise in the background. So let me know if you guys know how to do that timestamp thing. That would be awesome. Today I want to talk about journal ideas for the Muslimah Journey. I have a couple of my journals here. I actually don't use all of these at the same time. And I don't know if you can see the ones over here, but these are all my Leuchtturms 1917. There's a Leuchtturm here and here. This is my Webster's Pages Planner. And this is one that I got from TJ Maxx. I have a lot of different journals. And I was watching a YouTube video earlier today about someone having journal ideas for their Christian journey, and I thought, well, it would be totally awesome if there was a video out for journal ideas for the Muslimah Journey. And then I was like, well, I can just do a quick video about it. So I'm going to share some journal ideas for the Muslimah Journey, and one, having a personal journal. You can use it for everyday life, about your trials, reflections, how Allah has helped you. You can go back and see your growth and development. That's one journal idea. The second, if you choose to do a personal journal, it would be great to have things about gratitude. What are you grateful for? And so you can practice being in the moment and being thankful for your blessings. And that's how you would use your personal journal. 2, Ibadah journal. This journal would include lessons from the Quran or from audios that you've listened to, anything beneficial from your studies. So right now we're supposed to be studying al-wajibat, which I haven't been able to keep up with, mashallah. But I would put that in my Ibadah journal. And I would write down ayats too from the Quran. If I read the Quran and something stood out to me, then I would put that in my Ibadah journal. Tafsir, if I was listening to Brother Omar Quinn or Brother Dawood Adib on YouTube and they said something that stood out to me, I could write the title of the lecture, who was speaking, and that point that stood out. So that's how you would use your Ibadah journal. 3, art and lettering journal or mixed media journal. I'm really into art, and when you want to express yourself using art for Ibadah purposes, this is a good idea, because lately I've been interested in Quran lettering, and I'll share a little bit of my lettering on my website. But if you find that you're more so artistic, this is a really good way to express yourself and write things that stand out to you from your Quran studies or from audios and books that you're reading. And inshallah, I'll share some of what I do in my own personal journals when it comes to art and lettering religiously. 4, I call this one the Vintage Wife Diaries. I love the 1950s homemaking era, and I know a lot of people don't really care for that, but I called it the Vintage Wife Diary. And in this journal, it'll help you focus strictly on marriage, writing moments of joy and bliss, or even if you have a problem in your marriage, it's good to write it out and then you can write a solution from your studies. Maybe this would be great to combine the Ibadah journal. So say you have a problem with yelling and you find that you yell at your husband, then you can find something in your religious studies that you can write in your Ibadah journal that will help you. And then you also can write that in your vintage wife diary, and you can talk about that being a solution for your problem, or how you plan to implement what you studied from your Ibadah journal. So these are some ways that you can use journals for your Muslimah journey. If you find that having so many journals and keeping them all together is a problem, what I recommend is a traveler's notebook. So this is my fabric one, and I'm going to take my Leuchtturm out so that you guys can see the inside, inshallah, of what I mean by a traveler's journal, a traveler's notebook. Okay, so this is how it looks, and you have these two elastic bands here, and you put your inserts in. If you find that you want to do all these journal ideas that I mentioned, but you do not feel like carrying so many journals, or you do not feel like finding where your journals are, or you just like everything in one place, then you might want to invest in a traveler's notebook. Right here, you would put your inserts. I only seem like I have room for 2 inserts, but there's some with more elastic than this. And this is where I would put my Leuchtturm normally. This is the only thing I would put in there. Although I do want to do some inserts, I haven't had time yet to make my own. So this is a great idea. It houses all your inserts and all your books. So if you want to have your Ibadah journal, your personal journal, your art and lettering journal, or your vintage wife diary journal all in one spot, you can put it in your traveler's notebook. So I hope this video helped you out, and I'll take pictures of my traveler's notebook that I'm currently not using, but this video actually inspired me to break out my traveler's notebook and do some quick DIY inserts so that I can implement some of the things I'm telling you guys. As you guys can hear, my family is on the move and I have to go. But if you have any questions, thoughts, or ideas, feel free to leave a comment, email me, or message me. As always, I am Amina. Have a great day or a great night, depending on where you are at in the world. Assalamu alaikum.